either area there. Which place you talking about? Over.
Well, first and foremost, anything local, San Saba, Marble Falls, out in there. But then also, if you've heard anything about Kerrville, if it was just that one big campsite, which is bad enough by itself, but I didn't know if there were also a bunch of dwellings also that may have been affected in addition to that. They're talking about the one thing, but not a whole lot about other infrastructure that may have been tore up. Over.
W8WK.
Of course, I know it's just been about the campsites. Like I say, I haven't really watched a whole lot of what the aftermath of it, so I really don't know. I know they had some localized flooding in San Saba. I think some houses had water come into them, but nothing washed away that I know of. I cannot remember for the life of me, but somebody, that's where it was, a bridge, apparently a pretty good sized, regular highway department built bridge washed away on 1431 between Laga Vista and Marble Falls, I believe. There's a young lady that's on Facebook, and she was lamenting the fact that she can't believe that the bridge is gone. It was there ever since she could remember, and now it's gone. So I guess they had a pretty good major blowout there. Over.
Well, I hate to hear that. Well, at least we had over in Falls County when I was young, big rain and flooding one night, and a bridge washed out, and a lady lived out in the sand east of Rosebud going home from work, worked at the hospital, and anyhow didn't know the bridge was out. She went head first, nose first into it and drowned. So things like that do happen, but sure a sad thing. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, and we'll have everything go in here before too much longer on Pontotoc. It's just a matter of a modem coming in that's ordered from T-Mobile, so as soon as that puppy gets in, the rest will be crank and grind.
That'd be a good deal. That'd be a good deal for sure. Yeah, I saw a video of a friend sent me from another friend in Georgetown where a doggone metal truss bridge. You know how these old railroad bridges used to be built out of steel, kind of antique looking, 1890s, 1910s along there, maybe even up into the 20s and 30s. And it was floating down the river. Or I guess it was a creek, or there must have been, what river would that have been in Georgetown? Heck, I can't tell you what it was. I don't think it's the Colorado River, but anyway, you wouldn't think a steel truss bridge would float, but it was right on top of water. It probably dragging the bottom is what it was, probably. Anyway, that's the worst I saw. Over.
It would be the San Gabriel River. I used to go, I had a aunt and uncle lived there, and a beautiful park. And it used to be a ham fest I'd go to in Georgetown, but it's been a long time. I think it may have been San Gabriel Park. I'm trying to remember now, but wow, that's been a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know about the frame of the bridge may have been made out of a flat car, but probably had the decking and all that was wooden. Anyhow, things happen. Well, Gillis, I'll let you go, and I appreciate the call, and just good to hear you. WB5 CVC, this is NU5D.
Hey, mighty good. Well, sure did enjoy hearing you the other night on HF, and so that was good to hear you. Anyway, you have a good day, good evening, and I'm going to be up here on this hill being safe as I can be. WB5, CBC's now clear.
7-3.
KE8VZA here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. The BeaconNet pre-net show will be kicking off in about 10 seconds. Please stand by for our lovely announcer.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet, lighting up the nighttime airwaves on Sunday and Wednesday evenings at 10 p.m. with pre-checks at 9:30. Those are Eastern times. We are on the W8WKY repeater with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. The repeater is located in Doylestown, Ohio, which is a little west of Akron and a little south of Cleveland, if you can draw the lines there on your map. You can also connect via Allstar. Our node number is 48496. Or Echolink, look for W8WKY-R in the list. This is a controlled pre-net. I am KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, and I ask that all traffic come through net control. Urgent and emergency traffic can break in at any time. At this point, we'll take a break for any urgent or emergency traffic. Please call now. All right, hearing nothing. I do have some check-ins that I harvested from the blue screen, and at this point, let's check in with our net control team with our famous Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's start off with KE8QKO Nick at Nite, who will be our net control station at the top of the hour. How are you tonight, Nick? And did you have a nice holiday weekend?
KE8QKO. Hello, Eric. Hello, everybody on the net. I did have a nice holiday weekend. It was a welcome back from a nice long trip in the Florida Keys. So lots of sun and swimming and fireworks, and yeah, it's been a great couple of weeks. And I'm ready to hop back in the net. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
All right there, Nick. I enjoyed some of your pictures that you posted on Discord, and looks like you guys were having a good time down there. And glad you're back. Glad you had a great trip. Good to hear you. You're sounding good tonight. We'll clear with KE8QKO. Let's go down and see if Dustin's out there. KD8EPC, you out there, Dustin? How are you? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. Good evening to you there, Eric. I am, what do we call it, couches on the air this evening. So I am kind of in the middle of watching a movie, so I'm just going to say 73, have a great net, and we'll catch you guys later on. With that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control.
All right, Dustin, we appreciate your efforts on the Couches on the Air activation there. Enjoy your movie. Got you on the list as in and out tonight. Thanks for checking in. And 73. We'll clear with KD8EPC. Let's go down and see if Just Nick is out there. KD8SLG. How you doing, Just Nick? Did you have a good holiday weekend? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. I'm here, Eric. I'm here. Had a great weekend. Ate lots of food. Had a good time. Yeah. And I'll be in and out tonight, man. I'm here. in and out, like I'll be in, and then I'll be out again, and then I'll be back in, and I'll be out again, not in and out. KD8SLG back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right there, Just Nick. Good hearing from you. Glad you had a good weekend. And got you on the log as phasing in and out here. That's good. Anyway, got you on the log. We'll clear with KD8SLG. And let's go down and see if Josh is around. And Josh may have an announcement if he's here. W8HRF. Are you out there, Josh? Did you have a good weekend? And how you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KAVZA, W8HRF. Well, I should probably make sure I'm actually transmitting. Oh, good. Okay, it's working. Good to hear, Eric. I will be sticking around tonight. I'm going to be in the radio room and screwing around here. The baby came, but I'll let Lucy add details. So for those who didn't know, baby Will is here, and everything went well, and we're very happy about that. So I'll throw it back to you, Eric. Hopefully I'm coming through okay, and we'll be sticking around. KAVZA, W8HRF.
Yes, Josh, you are coming in loud and clear. Very, very nice signal tonight. So congratulations to you and Lucy. And got you on the log is sticking around. We'll clear with W8HRF. And let's go down to Lucy, KE8YUK. Lucy, how is the baby doing? Congratulations. And did you have a good weekend? Did you get some rest? And are you going to stick around tonight? KE8YUK, KE8VZA. Are you out there, Lucy? KE8VZA returning. Okay, Lucy may be having a technical issue there. We will come right back to her, but in the meantime, let's go down to see if Alan is here. KI5DAY. Are you there, Alan? How you doing? Did you and Larry have a good holiday?
KI5DAY. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, we had a bang-up good time. Shot lots of fireworks. Chased June bugs and lightning bugs across the yard. What else? I was at my sister's for 4th of July. I almost said Thanksgiving. It's the weirdest thing ever. As we get older and we mess up holidays, everybody who gets older says Thanksgiving. The strangest thing. But anyways, yeah, we celebrated Independence Day, as I like to say, instead of 4th of July, because really it's Independence Day at my sister's. Had a great time. Still have all my limbs and digits and eyeballs, so that's a good thing. My niece and my great-niece hung in there. They were troopers, because I usually am the longest to stay in the fight for the fireworks, and we had plenty to shoot up, that's for sure. But it was fun. Had a good time, and I'm here, and we're ready to go. KI5DAY.
All right, Alan. Well, good to hear that you've got all of your appendages, and your hearing's probably mostly intact. And you had a good time there. That's good. Yeah, we had a good weekend here, too. So it was very enjoyable. Independence Day, yes. We'll clear with KI5DAY. And let's go back up and touch base with Lucy, KE8YUK. How you doing tonight, Lucy? Did you get some rest over the weekend? And how is the baby?
KE8VZA, KE8YUK. Am I coming in this time?
Yes, Lucy, sounds good. Go ahead.
Thank goodness. That split second of silence had me a little concerned. We are doing well. William Michael was born last Monday, 9 pounds, 5 ounces, for those wondering. That's heavy. He's actually, he was 20 and a half inches long. Betty was 22, and I think her feet were bigger, but he was definitely heavier, so they're growing up next to each other. It's going to be very interesting. What else was I going to say? He is a great eater, as in he eats all the time. The weekend was fun. We got together with my family, those who were in town, and all of my great-grandparents. I have the great blessing that all of my grandparents are alive, so all of Betty's and Will's great-grandparents got to meet all of them so far, and that's just been incredible to watch that many generations in one room. So that was really awesome, and yeah, it was good to see all the family. No one got hurt, which was good. The neighbor was lighting off fireworks in the street last night, so Betty and I watched that, and then we came inside when there was a loud one. But I did not get a lot of rest, so I will be in and out. Unlike just Nick, officially out, probably asleep. But I wish everybody a fantastic net, and hopefully we'll catch you guys down the log on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be back in fighting shape. Pass it back to you, Eric. Have a good night, everybody. 73s. God bless. K-E-A-Y-U-K, K-E-A-V-Z-A.
All right, Lucy, very good. And again, congratulations. And I hope you do get some rest tonight and ongoing this week. Anyway, it's very exciting, very exciting. Can't wait to see baby William at some point. And thanks for sharing. We'll clear with KE8YUK. Got you in and out on the log tonight, Lucy. Thanks. And 73. Okay, that brings us to the end of our net control team. And let me read off who I've grabbed from the blue screen here. WB4AIZ Chuck, who's in and out. AB8MO Andy. K5CFY Ray. KC0LRM Kelly. KI5TAQ Taco Tim. W3ETB Eddie. NU5D Steve. KE8QFT Fred. KA8MNT Tom. KC8FQV Mark. Okay, so I am KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show, and I'm looking for more check-ins. So if you'd like to check in, give me your call sign phonetically, alphabetically, with your name and location. Please call now.
Opportunity Bravo, Matt, it's also short time.
Echo 8, Echo Golf Alpha, KE8ETA, Kevin in Worcester.
KE8VZA returning. There we go. We picked up two more. AF5JB, Matt in Tulsa, who's short time. KE8EGA, Kevin, got you on the log as well. Let's go up to Matt, AF5JB. How are you tonight, Matt? And do you have a couple quick comments for the net?
Hi, guys. Forgive me, anybody else out on the net. It's balmy 87 degrees with storms to our north, but been doing very well. Up and saw the fireworks Friday night. Did a route Saturday morning. Got back home. Ate, showered, and got a power nap. Got up. He did laundry. Went to Dan Busters. Played the Pac-Man battle. well, and then I went to Hard Rock and a hamburger. It didn't win anything, but still had a good time. And then went home and I played some Capcom bowling, Outrun, Miss Batman. Watched TV for a little bit. Had me beer and went to bed. This is my Saturday night, and got up this morning. Saw a friend of mine here in town, and other than that, it's kind of easy. Everybody saw a holiday week, but anyway, I want to drop in and say hi to everyone, and have a good day week and a good night as well. And thanks for having me on City 3, and I'll catch y'all next time, and hope everybody had a good 4th. Back to the control. AFI Chippy Man of Tulsa. AFI Chippy. Back to the control. Thanks again.
All right, man. Glad to hear you had a good weekend, and sounds like a safe one as well, and still managed to squeeze in time for Pac-Man. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Matt, and 73. We'll clear with AF5JB, and now let's go up to the top of our list. We'll work this list, see who's going to stick around and who's not. AB8MO, Andy. How you doing tonight, Andy? Are you going to stick around for the big show?
Well, I'll keep it brief since you only have 14 minutes to get through the list. I'll stick around, AB8MO.
All right, very good, Andy. Thanks. We'll clear with AB8MO. I'm KE8VZA with the Beaconnet pre-show. Let's go down and see if Ray, K5CFY. Ray, are you out there? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
The E8VZA in the net, K5CFY. I'm sticking around. Back to you, K5CFY.
All right, Ray, good to hear you tonight. Hope you and Fred are doing well. We'll clear with K5CFY, who is sticking around tonight. Let's go down to Kelly, KC0LRM. How you doing, Kelly? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Okay, 8VZA, doing pretty good here, and yes, I will be sticking around. Let's get on down the list.
Very good, Kelly. Got you on the list. Stick it around. Good to hear you. And we'll clear with KC0LRM. And let's go down to KI5TAQ Taco Tim, all the way from Baofeng, Oklahoma. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, I am going to stick around for the net. This is KI5TAQ.
Awesome, Tim. Got you on the log. Sticking around. We'll clear with KI5TAQ. Let's go down to W3ETB Eddie over in Maryland. How you doing, Eddie? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Yeah, Eric. Oh, there I am. I was trying to follow the net logger to see where I was. I typed in the blue screen. I have no idea where I am. I think I'm in Annapolis anyway. Yeah, I'll be here. Back to net.
All right, Eddie. Good to hear you. Got you on the log, sticking around. We'll go down to Steve, NU5D. How you doing tonight, Steve? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Well, a very good evening, Eric and rest of the net. We've had a lot of rain. I'm sticky, so I guess with this humidity, I ought to stick around. Have a great net, and I'll be there. NU5D.
All right, Steve. Good to hear you. Sorry about the humidity. And I know you guys got an excessive amount of rain in some areas down there and some tragic incidents I heard on the news. Anyway, good to hear you tonight. Got you on the log as sticking around. We'll clear with NU5D. And let's go down to Fred, KE8QFT. My antenna putter-upper and taker-downer partner in crime. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yes, if you can hear me, I'll be there. As far as the antenna thing goes, I had a lot of offers to be the tent pegs. Oh well. Anyhow, K8QFT. Back to Freenet.
All right, Fred. Well, hey, tent pegs are a necessary thing also. There we go. Anyway, good to hear you, Fred. Got you on the list, sticking around. Let's go down to Tom, KA8MNT. How are you feeling these days, Tom? Good to hear you back in action. You going to stick around for the big show tonight?
This is KA8MNT. Well, it's like this. I was thinking about it, but I will not be back 100% until for about 6 months. I am weak and I'm tired and that kind of thing. Especially today, I've got a 1964 vintage Vibraplex bug that I have been playing with all day, and I finally gave up. And I'm going to end up shipping it back to the manufacturer and have them go over it for some reason. It's not working correctly. So anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And so I don't take up much more time. No, I'm not going to be sticking around. This is KA8MNT. Back to the Freenet.
All right, Tom. Good to hear you tonight. And sorry about the Fiberplex. And good luck with that. And get some rest. Yes. Good to hear you. 73. Got you marked in and out tonight. We'll clear with KA8MNT. Let's go down to Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
I'm going to stick around for the big show. Very busy weekend. It seemed, having this Friday for the 4th before the weekend made it a little funny. But yeah, we got a lot of lawn mowed, sisters today and everything. Yeah, the Easy Pass. I even used that today for the turnpike. So let's send it back now. We'll stick around for the main show. And I've been spreading the word some about our net here. So KSFQV.
All right, Mark, got you on the log, sticking around. Good to hear you. Glad you got some grass cut. And we'll clear with KC8FQV. Next on the list is KE8EGA, Kevin, over in Worcester. How you doing tonight, Kevin? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
W8WKY.
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong mic. I'm having a good night so far, and I would love to be able to stay, but I got to leave for work in roughly 6 minutes, so I won't be hanging around, but I will try to be able to listen. KE8EGA.
work tonight. We'll clear with KE8EGA. Let's go down. Next on the list was Bob, KA8LYJ, who asked to be in and out tonight. 73, Bob. And that brings us to the bottom of the list. I am KE8BZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, if I didn't mention that earlier. This is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8 WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And I'm looking for more check-ins. If you'd like to get on the log, please give me a call.
N8YQL. Just wanted to stop by and say hello.
All right, let me pick it up there. I copied N8YQL. Jack, got you on the log here. There was another station right before Jack. I heard a voice, but that's just very briefly. And if you were trying to check in, please try again. All right, sorry. I just heard your voice. I think I might have heard a kilo. I'm not sure. If you could do something to improve your operating situation there, like maybe a little more power, or if you're on an HT, move to a different spot, or something like that. I'm sorry, I could not make anything out. We'll ask for check-ins again in a little bit, and any other check-ins that would like to get on the log, give me a call. We have a few minutes left here.
This is Kilo India 5 Alpha Juliet Foxtrot, David in Gatesville, Texas.
All right, very good. Copy KI5AJF, James in Gatesville, Texas. Let's go up and talk with N8YQL. Jack, how you doing tonight, Jack? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
You know, I'll be listening for sure. I'll probably be half asleep on that. Thanks a lot for acknowledging me. I appreciate that. And I'm just jumping in to say hello and everything. And by the way, are you hearing me okay?
Yes, Jack, you have a very nice signal into the repeater, and good quality, good copy.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be listening. We might sneak back in there. This is a big show because I'm on it. So this has got to be the big show here. Okay, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. NAYQL.
All right, very good, Jack. I got you on the log as in and out, and if you'd like to do a recheck whenever they ask for more check-ins down the line here, go ahead and do so if you like. So we'll clear with N8YQL. Thanks for checking in, Jack. Let's go down to KI5AJF, James, down in Texas. How you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the main net in a minute?
Well, good evening to you and everybody. I guess, yes, I'll stick around for the main net. First time being on this particular one, so I guess I'll have to stick around for the main show.
All right, well, welcome aboard, James. We're going to have 2 trivia questions tonight, and usually fairly interesting. And if you're on NetLogger, let me see, I don't know if you're on there or not. But if you have a means to get on there, that's kind of the other net that goes on simultaneously in the almost instant messenger window. Purely optional. You don't have to. The net's a lot of fun just as it is. But anyway, good to hear you tonight, James. Got you on the log. We'll clear with KI5AJF, and that brings me to the end of the pre-net. Wow, I actually finished a few seconds early. Let's hand it over to KE8QKO. Nick at Night, take it away.
All right, thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. So we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KS8, Echo, Delta Echo, KF8, EDE, Ashton County.
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Delta Bravo, KB5 EDB, San Angelo, Texas, in and out. Thank you.
Whiskey 8 Tango Delta W8TD, John in Wadsworth, and I'll be in and out tonight.
VK5CFW, Victor Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey out of Port Pirie, South Australia, in and out.
All right, it sounds like a pretty good orderly list there. I have KF8EDE. Philip, you were a little scratchy coming in from Thomas, but we were able to pick you up there just to let you know. I have KB5EDB is in and out. I have W8TD in and out, and I have VK4CFW in and out. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now.
This is KE9CQD, Kilo Echo 9, Charlie, Quebec, Delta, Tim over in Northwest Indiana.
November 8, Yankee. November 8, Yankee Mike, John Waynesburg will be in.
All right, I'm going to take it right there. Okay, I have K9CQD, and I have N8YMY John. So I missed your call there, John. It was doubling with our repeater identifying, but luckily our net logger got it, so that's awesome. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now. All right, last caller, you were very scratchy, and I didn't catch really any of that. I heard, I don't know if, so I suspect. So, Patrick, if that was you, we have you in the log. You are very scratchy coming in from Talmadge. Just to let you know if that's the case. If not, the caller that tried to call in, if you could maybe adjust your power, possibly relocate a little bit to get into the repeater better, that would be awesome. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the BeaconNet?
Net control, please. Check in and out. Kilo Quebec 4, a Yankee Foxtrot Tango. That's KQ4 YFT. That's Tim over in North Carolina checking in on Echolink.
All right, thank you, Tim. KQ4 YFT checking in and out. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our trivia masters. We're going to start with K8VZA Eric to get our primary question read. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the net. This is KE8VZA here with main trivia. Okay, here we go. What year did single sideband modulation, also known as SSB, begin to be adopted by amateur radio operators? Your choices are Alpha, 1938, Bravo, 1947, Charlie, 1952, or Delta, 1960. I'll take a break and read it again. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. So, what year did single sideband modulation, also known as SSB, begin to be adopted by amateur radio operators? Your choices are Alpha, 1938, Bravo, 1947, Charlie, 1952, or Delta, 1960. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. Let's go down and talk to Alan. KI5DAY to get the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. And with Larry over here, chilling like a villain. Yeah, tonight's alternate trivia. I think in place of that, I'm going to read a story from Edgar Allan Poe. No, I'm just kidding. Tonight's alternate trivia question. Wow, yeah, this is kind of strange and bizarre, but I'll drop this for a second, and then I will try to read this question. So pay close attention. Let me let this drop. All right, here we go with tonight's alternate trivia. The Rubik's Cube, as we know it, was released in 1974. However, for one anniversary edition, a Rubik's Cube was made that was worth about $1 million. What was this cube adorned with to make it so valuable? Was it A, platinum stones, B, diamond stones, C, rhodium stones, or D, Colonel Waldo Bean's kidney stones? KI5DAY, the question will be in the blue screen.
All right, thank you, Alan. I appreciate the alternate trivia. Well, let's go talk to some people. We got well, you haven't identified. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And the first person we're going to talk to today is, first person was in and out. That's WB4AIZ. The first person not in and out is AV8MO Andy. How you doing, Andy? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO from AV8MO. All right. Tired. Went to the 109th family reunion for the Brown family reunion, which is on my mom's side, my mom's mother's side. They started that reunion 109 years ago. So just with that was just inside West Virginia, about a 2-hour drive. It was only a hop, skip, and a jump from KB30XH's QTH, which he used to check into this net quite regularly, and I haven't heard him on the air in quite some time. So I even met Bill for the first time when I told him I was coming down, and he was like, oh, I'm only 5 minutes away from there. So let's see here. Well, I guess I'll take the bait there, Alan. I'll take your 6,000 points for the use of Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's kidney stone. So that'll have to be my answer for that one. So I guess I'll go Delta on the second one. And I'm going to go Charlie on the first one. The Wolverine single sideband net, which I haven't been on in a while, it was actually a spin-off of an original AM net. I'm not going to reveal when that year was that they started that net, but as far as I know, the AM net is dead, and the single sideband net is still very much alive. Diamond Stones, okay. I guess I better close this blue screen or I'm going to get too distracted. So anyhow, I had a great 4th of July. Actually didn't do much of anything. I was going to do photo with a friend, and then I was like, well, I got to actually do some yard work. So I actually ended up doing weed whacking, which really, really needed to be done, and grilled some ribs, which actually turned out very good. I grilled them, took them to the family reunion, and they all disappeared. And I took a couple, too. And the only thing I wish I would have done differently is not barbecued them so soon. I wish I would have just grilled them for probably at least an hour on low heat, cook them a little bit, and then start doing the barbecue sauce, because that barbecue sauce is pretty black. but they tasted good nonetheless. So that's all I got from the land of snow and maple syrup. Again, yeah, Charlie, oh, you weren't paying attention for my second one. I gave my second answer first, but I guess it'll have to go with Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's kidney stones. I'm pretty sure I said that, which would be what, D Delta? That's all I got from here. Back to you, Nick at Night. Great to hear you back in the hot seat again. This is ABN.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, good weekend. I didn't get any yard work done this weekend. I probably should have done some today, but I didn't. But I heard your Delta first. I heard it. I was going to toss it up there when I said your answers were Charlie and Delta. Thanks for checking in there, Andy. It's good to hear you. Next, we have K5CFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Yeah, QKO in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Nick at Night. Good to have you back on the air, lighting up the airways on the Beacon Net. We appreciate it. Wave a hand there at Mr. Eric on the keyboard. Both of you doing a wonderful job. I'm going to go with barometer and beacon. So there you go. Thanks for getting me in there, and we'll pass it on back to you, K5CFY.
All right, thank you, Ray. Got your answer down there as Bravo and Bravo. Next, we have KC0LRM Kelly. How you doing, Kelly? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Okay, KC0LRM testing. I think I'm in there now. Okay, sorry about that. A little keyboard problem there. Not a lot going on here. We didn't do much for the 4th. Listened to all the fireworks outside. My dogs and cats didn't care for it too much. Just got through finishing me a nice little bowl of Cookie Monster ice cream. So I'm just sitting here listening to the net, listening to some guys on 40 meters, and sitting there doing a little craft work at the same time. So that's about all I got. Hope everybody had a safe holiday and prayers to all the families down there in Texas, because that's kind of where I'm from. So but back to you. Thanks for running that, you and Eric out there, and everybody have a good afternoon. Or evening, excuse me. It depends where you're at, I guess. All right, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Did I catch your trivia answers? Can you come back with those again, please?
Oh, sorry about that. Got sidetracked there. I was having keyboard issues. I'm going to go C on the first one and D for the Cornwall on the second one. All right, back to you, Eric. Or say good night.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Got you down there for Charlie, and then Cornwaldo bean kidney stones. So thanks for that. Or Colonel Cornwaldo bean kidney stones. That's the 6,000-point answer. Thanks for checking in there, Kelly, and definitely, we need to send our prayers down to the people in Texas, because that's catastrophic and incredibly sad. Thank you, sir. And next we have KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing, Tim? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, shall we say good evening there, Nick at Night. Let me get things out of the way first. For the main trivia, I'm going to go with, Charlie. 10 for the alternate. I think I'm going to go with B. And we'll just play that one. But I'm staying on the cool side of the door. Had a good 4th of July. And now it's time to, shall we say, go back and get back to work tomorrow morning, or I should say tomorrow afternoon. With that said, I'll send it back to Net Controls. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. Thank you, sir. We got your answers down for Charlie and Bravo, if I heard that correctly. You're right. It was nice to stay indoors. Friday and Saturday was outside. Friday was nice. Saturday was hot, and today was hot, and I stayed inside. So that was pretty awesome. Next we have W3 ETV Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hi there, Nick. Actually, I had no barbecue this weekend. Now I'm feeling like I want some barbecue. I'm barbecue deficient. Actually, we had a hamburger on Friday, I believe. It wasn't from Hard Rock, though. And then, let's see, I don't know, the rest of the weekend, I think, was mostly vegetarian. Probably. Because my doctor told me anything you like, you can't have. So eating a lot of vegetables. Anyway, let's see. Trivia questions. For Annapolis here, we got 77 degrees and no wind. Well, that's good. But it was warm today. I think I went out maybe once or twice. And actually, I went out and we had a grapevine that was doing really well for a few years. And then this huge, humongous fig tree has taken it over and basically killed it because it overshadowed it. And, so I went out for a while and I was actually taking everything down that had to do with that grapevine. And I'm hoping to find some more grapevines so I can put them up and some grapes, and also have some grape leaves. Like making grape leaves. They're pretty good. Anyway, B and B. I'm going to go with B and B because it sounds good. W3 TV, back to that. Everyone have a great evening. 73. Good night.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. I think I heard Bravo and Bravo. Is that correct? You want to come back and clarify for me?
And you heard right. Bravo and Bravo. B and B. B for the main one and B for the second one, too. I like actually the 1947 thing. I was born in 48, so that's close to when I was born. So 47, and the other one was Diamonds of it. So those sound pretty good. Back to you there, Nick, and have a great night.
All right, thank you, sir. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Also, public service announcement. My net logger has requested that if you can answer phonetically tonight, I think there might be some noise coming through on his end of the repeater, and it's helping him a lot if he hears the answers phonetically rather than just speaking the letters. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Next, we have NU5D, Steve. How you doing, Steve? So what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? November Uniform 5 Delta. Steve, are you out there? Do you have comments for the BeaconNet?
Yes, I do. I didn't hear you earlier, but sometimes our internet has air bubbles in the line, and I miss a little bit. 1952, I would say. And what does that see? And on the Rubik's Cube, who knows, I think Cornwall beans kidney stones, and if you've ever dealt with a kidney stone, you know exactly how much those puppies are worth. Good net, and by the way, a good trivia question to play along with number one is, who ever had a warbulator? W-A-R-B-U-L-A-T-O-R. Good net, 7-3, NU5D.
All right, thank you, Steve. We got your answer down there for Charlie and Delta, and yeah, I'll tell you what, before those kidney stones come out, you'll pay just about anything to have them, or at least have them gone. Once they're out, I don't think they're quite as blingy as you'd like them to be. Next, we have KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
W8WKY.
First off, I'd like to thank the repeater. What have I got? Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, the trivia will be B, Bravo, on both accounts. Also, I have a story to share. Yesterday, I went to a cookout, the second one in 2 days, but this one was here at the apartment complex. You got 200 apartments here, and the guy threw a bash that must have had, 40, 50 people. And, I said, well, what can I do to help? He said, you can bring some ice. I said, look, I got some ice. I got a table to bring. I got an umbrella. I got 2 coolers you can use. So I bought all that stuff. And he said, and pick me up a 6-pack of Bush beer. So I said, he said, I'll pay you. I said, don't worry about paying me. I got the beer for him, too. And so I'm carrying all this stuff over, and got my own chair, too, by the way. I'm the one who bought the chair here, and it was a little bit warm out, so I might have been a little testy. Then later I felt bad, because there were plenty of seats, but I wanted my own chair. Anyhow, KE8QFT, back to net control. And what would you have done then?
Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And hey, it's your chair. If you buy the chair and you bring the chair, I know a lot of times I'll bring my own chair, and I like the comfort of my chair. So, yeah, I get it. Next we have K8MNT Tom, who is in and out. That takes us down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beaconnet tonight?
Yeah, KCFQV. Well, it is not Wednesday, because this would be a B, but it's going to be BB today. Yeah, it's going to be BB. So I'm going to do B and B, and it's a funny week because the 4th was on a Friday instead of a Saturday, so like you had the whole weekend still. But yeah, I did some mowing yesterday and today, and watched the parade, watched the fireworks. And we went down and celebrated a birthday and had dinner down at my sister's daughter's house. I swam, and now we're back home. I even used my Easy Pass to run across from Streetsboro to Route 8. And it worked with no problem. So, yeah, I'll be going this, and I'll be traveling back into Pennsylvania, and oh, you got to be sitting down. Well, you should be driving. We'll send it back to net, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. We got transferred down there for Bravo and Bravo. Yep, those Pennsylvania turnpike prices are pretty crazy. That's the unfortunate thing is they can get away with it, and they charge it. All right, next 4 stations we have are in and out. That's AF5JB, that's KE8 EGA, KA8LYJ, N8YQL. And that takes us down to KI5AGF. James, how you doing, James? And what do you have for the Beaconnet tonight?
Kilo India 5, Alpha Juliet Foxtrot. Good evening, everybody. I wanted to thank NU5D real quick just for hosting it, and so that we have some type of local repeaters that could actually get on here this evening. Couldn't do it without you, so thank you. Spent a little bit of time with family for the 4th of July, and then afterwards went down to San Antonio, spent some time at SeaWorld with the kids. We just got back today. Figured I'd turn the radio on and try and get caught up on a little bit of stuff. Normally I'm not on very often, so it's actually really nice to turn it on and hear everybody, especially some of the distant contacts out in Australia and Ohio and Oklahoma and everywhere else. So it's always nice to be able to stand in the front yard on the HD and be able to actually speak with people out there that I normally wouldn't be able to reach. So hope everybody's doing well. My answers would be B and C, Boy and Charles. So back to you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you, James. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. You can get out there and talk to people all over the place and have these conversations. And these repeaters weren't linked on Sunday, and for Wednesday nights we would not have the net that we do, so we always appreciate it. We have your answers down there as Bravo and Charlie. This is KE8QKO and the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And next we're going to go down and talk to KF8 EDE, Patrick. How you doing, Patrick? And what do you have for the Beaconnet tonight? Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Echo, Delta, Echo. Patrick, are you out there and do you have comments on the Beaconnet? All right, well, Patrick had some trouble getting in with us earlier. Maybe he's still having issues. I'm not sure. But if you hear me, Patrick, and you want to come back and recheck if you get a better connection, we're happy to take you. But for now, we're going to move on, and we'll be happy to take you as another check-in or a recheck later if you would like to get in. We have 3 in-and-out stations. That's KV5EDV, W8TD, and VK4. I think it was CFW. That's what I originally had, and yeah, it looks like the CKW is not showing up in NetLogger. So that's probably what it is, but there he was in and out, and I'll put in my log as both. That takes us down to KE9CQD. Tim, how you doing, Tim? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, thanks so much for bringing me in and hosting. Great BeaconNet again tonight. Always enjoy it when I can. Tonight, I am getting things finished up, packed up and ready. We're leaving in the morning for a family vacation. Me and my wife and the kids and just us. No other friends or family, which is the first time we've done that since 2019, so it's been a while. But not going too far, going about 4 hours north for us to northwestern Michigan. And just enjoying some quiet time in a cabin and wilderness and getting away for the week. It'll be awesome. So trying to get that finished up, listening into the BeaconNet, and starting to wind down my evening. For our trivia tonight, for our main trivia, both of these I'm not super sure on, but for main I'm going to go with B, Bravo. And for the alternate trivia, I will do A, Alpha. Hope everyone is doing well. Again, glad listening in, and always enjoy the BeaconNet. Thanks for hosting. And I'm going to say 73s and God bless. KE9CQD.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Alpha, and have fun in that cabin. Sounds like a fantastic week in cabin in the woods in Michigan. Enjoy it. Next we have N8YMY John. How you doing, John? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening. This is N8YMY down here in Waynesburg, hitting you with 85 watts of RF. Hopefully we're making the repeater tonight. We just came back from 4 days of camping at Atwood Lake. Watched the fireworks down there at the campsite. We had a lakefront campsite this year, so it was pretty cool to watch all the boats out in the water with their lights on, floating out there watching the fireworks. I'm going to go with B&B, dual Bravo tonight on the trivia questions. And with that, I'm going to be clear because I got to get up early in the morning. So 7-3s, you have a great net. November 8th, Yankee Mike Yankee, we'll be clear with you.
All right, thank you, John. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo, and it sounds like it would have been a really nice weekend to camp down at Atwood Lake. So I'm sure that was pretty awesome. And yeah, sorry about having to go back to work tomorrow. I have to do that myself. Next station is in and out. That's KQ4YFT, and we're back at the bottom of the list. So anyone who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's do one more call just in case I missed somebody or stepped on them. If you want to call and check in, please call now.
Kilo Whiskey 0 X-ray, KW0X.
November 8, Kilo Romeo Oscar, check-in only.
right, I got 3 stations there. We got 2 in and outs and 1 check-in. So let's go up and talk to KW0X, David. How you doing, David? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, thanks for letting me check in. I'm not sure how I'm coming in. I'm driving back from a POTA activation. It went pretty good. The bands aren't the greatest this evening, but I'll take what they can give me. We made about 120 QSOs over a couple hours, so not the greatest, but not the worst by any means. Appreciate you letting me check in. I have no idea what the trivia questions are, so just put me down for Bravo, Bravo. I'll pass it back over to you from KW0X.
All right. Well, thank you, David. We'll put your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo. So at least you had a pretty good time on POTA. And, yeah, enjoy it. And, yeah, honestly, that might not be bad answers tonight, so we'll see how it works out. Our next 2 stations we had there are In and Out. That's N8KRO and KD7YLV. Back in the bottom of the list. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. If you still want to check in, you'll get another chance after we talk to the net control team. So just keep on listening. And we're going to go up and talk to K8VZA Eric. How you doing, Eric? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO in the net, KE8VZA here. Doing well, Nick, and had a good weekend. I had my parents and a friend over for a cookout on Friday. And other than that, my wife and I have just been kicking back and relaxing, kind of tired, so taking advantage of the time off. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see. Trivia, I'm going to abstain from the primary, and I'm going to go with Charlie for the alternate. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Got your answer down there for Charlie for the alternate trivia. Yeah, sounds like a good relaxing weekend. Looks like Dustin is in and out. That's KD8EPC. So we'll pass by him, and we'll go down and talk to KD8SLG, Just Nick, see if he's able to get in with us. Sounds like he might have some lazy electrons and maybe not the best internet connection. But if he's out there, he can come back. Nick, how you doing? All right, I think Nick has said he has some uncooperative internet, so maybe he'll be able to get reconnected and get back with us a little bit later. But we'll do another call out for him before the net's over, just in case. And let's go on and talk to W8HRF Josh. Congratulations on the new baby, sir. And how are you doing?
K8QKO, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick at Night, and all the Beacon netizens. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm doing pretty good. Just kind of kicking back here in the ham shack. I was going to do some soldering, but really I'm just sitting here. Maybe just vegging out, I guess that's the term. Is that the verb? But not doing anything crazy. Yeah, what's been going on this weekend? It's been a nice holiday weekend. We went and introduced the baby to a bunch of family on Friday. Lucy's family had a little 4th of July luncheon get-together, so he got to meet his 4 great-grandparents and got to see his grandparents on Lucy's side, so that was good. And saw some family friends there. And then, man, we stayed way later than I thought we were. We stayed most of the day. And so that was good. Accidentally flipped a go-kart. Whoops. My brother-in-law and I, how old is he now? 12 or 13. We pulled the carburetor apart to clean it, and as we were putting it back together, I won't say if it was him or if it was me, but we forgot to connect the little rod for the throttle. So the throttle, the pedal didn't do anything, and the throttle was on just half speed. And he went to go start it, and it took off into the fence and then flipped over. So thankfully nothing, or no one was hurt, so that's good. Got that fixed, and man, that thing flies. It is awesome. So that was Friday, and then Saturday got some work done around the house. I think ran to Lowe's and Walmart, and Sunday really just been sitting around relaxing today. Went to church, and then so introduced Will to some folks at church, and I actually watched the NASCAR race today. That was cool. I have not watched or been involved or just followed NASCAR since I was a kid, way back in the early 2000s. My grandpa would always have it on when we were visiting. So it's weird coming back, and most of the drivers I remember are retired, and there's all kinds of new people. So that's different. Let me let this drop and find the trivia answers real quick.
W8WKY.
So, for main trivia, for Eric's trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha, 1938. I don't have a good feeling about that answer, but I feel like that's what I'm going to go with. And then for Allen's, I love Delta. Going to go with Colonel Cornwaldo Beans Kidney Stones. So, anyways, and Saturday ran the boredom breaker net. So getting back in the saddle with a radio, which is awesome. So that was a lot of fun, and nice to be back. Getting a little bit more regular here on the Beacon Net again. So all is well. Nice to hear you, Nick, at night. Sounds like your trip was a good success, and got to see some of the pictures in the Discord. That was awesome. So looking forward to catching up with you, maybe more at the next meeting. So catch you all later. K8QKO, W8HRF.
All right, thank you, Josh. Got your answer down there for Alpha and Delta. Yes, bug and decided to watch a NASCAR race. I don't watch it very often. I was going to do that today, but then I laid down and took a nap and fell asleep, and I didn't do it. But that's okay, because it was nice to have a lazy day today. Yeah, it was a fun trip. So we went down to the Keys and sailed with my son's scout troop for a week, and it was very busy, very exhausting. Late nights, early mornings. Sleep was meh, but it was a ton of fun. It was fantastic. Sun, snorkeling, kayaking, sailing. It was really cool. All right, and I forgot to identify a little bit ago. So this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Now, Josh's better half, K8YUK, Miss Lucy, is in and out because she needs sleep, I think for a very, very good reason. So that takes us down to KI5DAY Allen. How you doing, Allen? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KI5DAY in the net? Yeah, and all that. So I guess since I'm the bottom of the net control group, as Ronnie Dio would say, I'm the last in line. Whoa! Anyways, I had a great weekend. I went down to my sister's Friday early and got help set up for a big barbecue we were having. My bro-in-law, Jack, was making some smoked chicken legs. They were phenomenal. Of course, we had a bunch of other food and stuff and desserts that a lot of us pitched in and brought, and pops and waters and coolers, and all that good jazz, and nobody got injured or hurt. Great fireworks display. What else? Man. Just like went brain dead. My brain went on a hayride even though we had a barbecue. Hi. Yeah, it happens. But I was singing in the choir tonight at my church. I got roped into that. They wanted some more tenors, so I jumped in there, and it's been fun, but a little awkward at times because I'm relearning how to follow the tenor parts. And I was standing there, and I had a binder in my hand for the songs, and then I had a little American flag. Let me let this drop. So the binder was for our music as we were practicing, as we were getting ready to leave stage, and the flag that was for the end of the service, the little thing they were doing, and for a tribute. And I took my sunglasses off my head a little bit before that because I thought, oh, these will be a distraction during the service. I don't want to have them on my head. I wear for them. And as I looked down at the binder and the flag in my hand, there was my sunglasses in my hand. So yeah, pretty soon I'll be putting my cell phone in the fridge. But anyways, everything else is good. Larry had an overabundance of Funyuns this weekend, and he got into a couple of pork rinds, and he didn't like them very much. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Thank you, Alan. And you should always keep your cell phone in the fridge. It helps the battery last longer and helps keep the government from spying on you as much. So, fantastic. Also, I forgot to give my trivia answers to Eric, and my trivia is going to be Charlie and Bravo. And let's make another call and see if he's out there, see if he got back in. KD8SLG, Just Nick, are you out there and are you able to get into the net? All right, nothing heard. He may not be with us any longer tonight. We'll see. All right, we're back at the bottom of the list here, and we're ready for some more check-ins. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is KF8 EDQ, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Quebec. Mike from Saginaw, Michigan, in and out.
Okay, Mike, I think we got your call sign wrong. You're a little quiet. Can you come back with your call sign phonetically one more time?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Quebec.
Copy that, sir. Thank you. We have Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Quebec, and we have you down as in and out. Thanks for checking in. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now.
KF8ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach and Dalton, and I'll be in and out.
All right, we've got KF8ELA. Anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go get our trivia answers read. Let's go talk to KE8VZA, Eric, to get the primary question answer read. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group, KE8BZA here with the main trivia answer. So the question was, what year did single sideband modulation, or SSB, begin to be adopted by amateur radio operators? Choices were Alpha, 1938, Bravo, 1947, or Charlie, 1952, or Delta, 1960. The correct answer is Bravo, 1947. Let me take a break and I'll read you the answer. KEA-VCA returning with the rest of the main trivia answer. So the initial adoption of SSB in 1947 amongst amateur radio enthusiasts set the stage for its broader use. Over time, it became a standard in various fields, including commercial radio and military communications. This shift marked a significant development in radio technology, obviously more efficient, right? Using one of the sidebands instead of two sidebands in a carrier. Sidebands existed and were first determined mathematically in 1914, and a year later, 1915, John R. Carson, an AT&T engineer, invented sideband technology for long-distance telephone carrier circuits as a means of increasing the number of calls that could be transmitted simultaneously. Then in 1923, there was the first experimental one-way transatlantic single sideband transmissions made from Long Island to London, England. And in 1927, there was a regular transatlantic low-frequency radio telephone service. Cost $75 for a 3-minute call, and those are $1927. Anyway, some sideband experimentation was carried out in the mid-30s by a group of hams, and the rest of my answer got chopped off. But it was in 1947, after the war, that the technology had matured so much during the war that there was experimentation beginning in 1947 and articles in the QST magazine to promote it, and it gradually picked up steam in the ham community and in the U.S. and worldwide, and we have SSB now, and it was further adopted by the military and commercial radio as well. Anyway, 1947, KE8VCA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. I missed that one. That happens. Let's see how I did on Alan's KI5DAY. Take it away, sir.
KI5DAY. That was not me, Nick. So you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty, sorry, some aliens tried to come in there before me. Alright, tonight's alternate trivia was the Rubik's Cube, as we know it, was released in '74. By the way, it was released as the Magic Cube, not the Rubik's Cube, but at some point in 1980, they decided that sounded too witchcrafty, so they changed it to the Rubik's Cube. Another piece of knowledge. It was worth about $1 million, the one that they produced later on the 15th anniversary, and it was adorned with something to make it very valuable. It was actually B diamond stones, which most people Googled, guessed, and yeah, believe it or not, it wasn't Colonel Waldo Bean's kidney stones. But just as a side note, I was looking at some prices. Currently, right now, as it stands, the average diamond cut, now it varies by carat weight, cut quality and all that good stuff, but the average diamond right now is about 9,249.78 per carat. Okay, let me let this drop. KI5DAY returning. So that would say that Rubik Cube must have had a lot of diamonds on it. Rhodium, by the way, just for curiosity's sake, as the current price as of March 6, 2025, sells for about $32,656 per ounce. So if anybody's got any rhodium they're looking to get rid of, I'll give you $500 a stone. Hi. Other than that, the last bit of knowledge is that Colonel Waldo Bean's kidney stones, rumor has it that they're buried at Stonehenge. Hi. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate that question. I got that one right. And as far as your rhodium price goes, I'll bump it up to 501 just in case anybody's interested. And I'll bid you there a little bit. Thanks for doing the alternate trivia, Alan. We appreciate it. This is KEAQKO and the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We've talked to everybody that checked in. We've talked to our net control team. We've got our trivia answers, well, read and answered. And so we're going to do one more round of check-ins or rechecks. Anyone who would like to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please call now with your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is N5DJT, N5DJT, Leo out of Gatesville. And I just want to say 7-3 and good night to you all.
All right, we got N5DJT, Leo checking in and out. Thanks, Leo. It's good to hear you. And I think that's... So I'm going to wrap this up and go to bed. We're, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KEAVZA, KI5DAY, KD8SLG, W8HRF, K8YUK, and KD8EPC, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use this time, 73 all.
I think ultimately time you figure wear and tear on the hinge butt and insurance and just the cost of the vehicles and all that whole process, I think those people that are doing that are just buying a job. They're just putting money one way to the other. It's like, oh, look how much money I made. Look how much money I made. Yeah, well, what did it cost you to make that money? That probably ain't for me.
With your knowledge, Sandbuck, you know how to fix them, so, yeah, that'd be perfect. Kind of like owner-operator of a big truck. I'd like to see you Ubering around. That'd be funny. But, yeah, you can make some decent money, UberX and all that stuff. I mean, I think it's, what, $16.95 from there to here. And, of course, you're going to tip them. So, some quick money. I'm not sure how much Uber is around here to get out of here. But, yeah, you can do trips along the way.
Hey, he's almost here, hon.
Okay, hon. I'll see you when you get here. Sorry, Dave. Anyway, hold on. All right, had to hang it up. Make her feel safer, but she don't care, man. She'll hop in an Uber quicker than I will. But she does them all the time. Get you out of the truck. So yeah, man, it's a good way to make extra money. I went for DoorDash over here, man. Just because I got bored and wanted to see the town, and I think I made 10 deliveries in the last week or so. I mean, nothing special. I don't need the money, but it's a good way to pay for gas.
W8WKY. W8WKY.